Okay, so it's the end of day 2 at Learning Technologies. I'm just about done in. I think my voice will hold out for a little bit longer, but I really wanted to speak to you from the event. It's been absolutely astonishing this year. Every year it always comes out, Learning Technologies is bigger and better, but I have to say I think this year it's really lived up to that promise. I did a session in Theatre 6 this lunchtime, and I was just absolutely blown away. It was absolutely packed. We were talking about the next 10 years. Willow's 10 years old, so I thought it'd be a nice opportunity to do the next 10 years in learning and development. I think the answers that I gave may not be the answers that people would have expected coming to the session. And we're talking about really that the next 10 years, there's all sorts of ways in which we could use things like virtual reality, make better use of wearables, of mobile technology, etc. But that's almost the wrong question, or perhaps we've asked the wrong question, and that's not the answer. It really is about context, and I know it's something that I bang on about all the time, but it couldn't be more important now. Sorry, I love the juggling in the background there. That it's about the context of this device I'm using right now to record this, my phone. What's it capable of? It's got GPS in it, so perhaps if I have location-based information in orientation and inductions, that'd be great. And that was an idea that David Kelly shared with me, and I think that's absolutely superb. With my wearable, with my Apple Watch, is that about, again, being able to have context-relevant information where I am, or a very short update so that I can then hand off to another device. It's not about creating content for that, but it's about understanding the feed that it gives me to give me insight into things that might be important to me. There's still going to be a place for a more intensive learning experience for those behavioural and soft skills that are a little bit more difficult to get your head around. So the next 10 years really isn't about, okay, well in my crystal ball, I think that everything's going to be VR. In fact, there is going to absolutely be a place for VR, particularly in those environments where creating simulations where it's difficult for people to have access perhaps to high-end equipment, or working in dangerous situations, things that require high levels of expertise. Absolutely. But there'll be other circumstances in which, to be honest, if I just had some basic information that I need when I need it on my watch, on my phone, that may be the answer too. So the big innovation in the next 10 years will be the transformation of the learning profession. I think we're in for very, very big change. I think it's incredibly exciting. It may not suit everybody, but if you are performance focused, if you are genuinely inquisitive, nosy, a bit like me, then I think you're going to find this a really exciting place to be. The quality of conversations that we've had has been quite astounding. People are doing their research, and I think what you're getting now is that, is it the case that the technology is part of learning technology is redundant? It's just the age in which we live, but you could argue that e-learning needs to be stopped calling e-learning, so I suppose we have to call it something so people know where they're going and how to find the event. But that is the point, is the technology part essentially is a redundant phrase. This is just about how do we enable people to perform in the organisations in the world that they live in with the tools and the technology that they have. On the exhibition floor this year they had 12 theatres, and each are running several sessions a day that are absolutely free, that you can come along to, get some ideas, network with people. It's a great opportunity just in a very short space of time to get insight into an awful lot of different environments, different contexts in which people are doing this stuff. It's pretty intensive, but I think it's worth the investment in time. There are other events that are perhaps more conference focused, are more working group focused. This is very much, a huge expo. But what I would say is that as the audience are becoming more exacting in terms of what they're expecting of events like this, it means that hopefully what you're going to get at the theatres, and what you're going to get, or at least what you should expect to get when you go to see vendors on stands, is a much better quality conversation, not just a case of, here's what we've got to sell, this is how much it is. That you should be demanding a conversation where people are trying to get under the skin of what you're trying to do in your context. So that's everything from me for Learning Technologies 2016. I think I'm just about to fall over. It's been a very long 2 days. Got the Learning Awards coming up tonight as well, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see all my friends there. There's some fantastic friends in the learning and development world there. Love them all lots. So that should be great fun. And I'll be putting up the slides from my presentation today up onto SlideShare. The link should be coming up at the bottom of the screen now. But of course, you can subscribe as well to us at willowdna.com. Come along, have a look at see the articles and blog and publications that we're doing, and look forward to speaking to you soon.